Fernandez, our beloved brother Sri G. Karunanidhi, our special guest, former Minister of Maharashtra, Sri Mahadev Jankar, our beloved brother, Member of Legislative Assembly, Deputy General Secretary of VCK, S.S. Balaji, National President, Rashtriya Samaj Employees Federation, Sri S.L. Akisakar, my beloved elder brother, Senior Advocate Sri R. Natarajan, our General Manager, Sri Saravana Kumar, and Association Treasurer Sri Jayakumar, and all the dignitaries in the dais. Thank you for giving this great opportunity to share my views regarding social justice. This is great honor to me to be present here, delivering my speech on this great occasion of 8th conference of this association, All India Conference, and 30th year celebration. Actually, I have given my consent to participate in this event before I got another invitation to attend an important event in Dubai. He is my close friend. He is opening a star hotel in Dubai. So he is giving more pressure to me to attend that event. But finally I convinced him, no, it is very important event, OBC Association, 8th All India Conference, 30th year celebration. I feel this is great honor to me. I have to be attend in this historical event. I convinced him. Yesterday night only he agreed. Then I cancelled my trip. So I feel proud to be here with your great honoring. Everyone spoke well here about our social justice. We born in this society, unfortunately, in this discriminatory society. Based on social structure only we can build our nation. Our society is discriminatory one. This is the problem of our country. Discrimination and victimization. This is the problem of our society. This is the problem of our country. This is the problems of our nation. What discrimination? What kind of victimization we are facing every day? We should know about this. There are many leaders fighting for social justice. Why we need social justice? It is crystal clear that there is injustice. Only because of this injustice, we are fighting for justice. If you see this society on the basis of caste, there are two major categories: scheduled caste and non-scheduled caste, SC category and non-SC category. If you see this society on the basis of religion, you can see there are two categories of society in our nation, that Hindu, non-Hindus. There are two major categories, Hindu and non-Hindus. If you see this society, if you see our society on the basis of social justice, there are three major categories. There are three major categories. If you see this society on the basis of social justice, there are three major categories: forward classes or forward communities, OBC, other backward classes, and SC/ST. There are three major categories. We are talking about this angle, this structure of the society. SC/ST is nothing but backward classes. They are also backward class. That's what we are calling non-SCs as other backward classes. Our constitution says, our constitution defines who are the backward classes: socially, educationally backward. They are called as backward classes. So scheduled caste and scheduled tribes are really originally backward classes. Socially, educationally backward people are really originally backward classes. So that we are calling non-SC as other backward classes. Why we are calling as other backward class or backward class or SC/ST? This is the main point we have to look at. Educationally and socially and educationally backward. There are a community, or there are the people are forwarded socially, educationally. That is the answer. There are some people who have already forwarded socially, educationally, economically, politically, in all means. So there is a major category, there is a community who have already forwarded in all the means. They are ruling people. So politically, if you see the society, politically if you see this structure of the society, there are two categories, major categories: ruling class, working class. Ruling class, working class. So we are coming under the working class because we are not ruling class. So who are the rulers of this country? Who has the power? Political power. They are ruling. How can they have political power? Because already they developed in education and economic and all the means. They have got an opportunity. So they developed themselves in all the means. So they can attain the power, political power. They can retain the power, political power. So this is the issue we have to realize and we have to understand. So scheduled caste and scheduled tribes are originally backward. Other backward classes are also there because they are not ruling class. They are also working class. They are also victimized in the name of caste and religion, in the name of Varnasrama Dharma, so that our fighting is continuing, prolonged from generation to generation. Generation to generation. Not only from the era of Dr. Ambedkar or era of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. It is hundreds of years. This injustice is going on. So that we are fighting for social justice in the name of caste, in the name of religion. We are not for a caste. We are anti-caste. We are for anti-caste system. We want to demolish, we want to abolish this caste system. Why? Because this is a system with discrimination. We cannot abolish this discrimination with caste system, with this Varnasrama Dharma. This is the teaching of Periyar. This is the teaching of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. This is the ideology of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. How we are going to win in our fight, in our struggle? How we are going to defeat this domination of caste ideology? There is a condition. We must be united. We, who are they? We must be united. Who are they? I'm not talking about the caste. We must be united. We means all the democratic forces. Irrespective of caste and religion, all the democratic forces have to be consolidated, have to come together with an ideology that is very important. We are for social justice, to defeat the discrimination, to defeat the victimization. Our problems are two: discrimination and victimization. In the name of gender, in the name of caste, in the name of religion. So this is, everyone knows. This is a fact, known fact. Everyone knows. This is the problem. We have to find the solution. We need a weapon. That is the so-called social justice. There is a weapon to defeat, to eradicate, to abolish this discriminatory society. There is a weapon, that is so-called social justice. That is so-called social justice. Social justice is not meant for only reservation. It is an ideology. It is not for numerical based reservation. Reservation in education, reservation in employment, these are all strategies to implement the social justice. Social justice is a philosophy, is a strategy. It's an ideology, not strategy, ideology. Reservation in education, reservation in employment, both of them are ideology, the strategies. These are the strategies. how to implement the social justice. Empowering the people who are not getting education, employment, in the name of caste and religion, years together. Though the people who are marginalized have to be empowered. It is acceptable one. Everyone should accept. The people who are not getting education, not having opportunity to get employment, they must have to be empowered. So empowering women, empowering Dalit, empowering OBC. So empowerment of marginalized sections. We need social justice. So social justice is very important. There is a discrimination. We need social justice. There is victimization. We need social justice. So there is a provision in the Constitution for social justice to the people who are suffering lot in the name of caste and religion for years together. Constitutional protection is very important for social justice. But the people who are not agree with this ideology are very focused to dilute social justice. How they are diluting the social justice? They introduced creamy layer system. This is one of the way to dilute the social justice. There is no constitutional provision for creamy layer. Why they introduced creamy layer? This is a way of dilution of social justice. One of the strategy to dilute the social justice. Another one important weapon they took, that is nothing but EWS. Economically weaker section. We are also for economically weaker people, sections. We are not against the economically weaker sections. We are also for them. But ideologically, this is an indirect attack on social justice. They want to dilute the social justice. They want to dilute the concept of the social justice. They want to dilute the philosophy of the social justice. If you see shallow, this is very right. Yes, economically weaker sections should be protected. They are enough of education and economic and employment. That is very important. No one can object this point. Everyone should support the people who are suffering in the name of economically suffered people. Economically suffered. We have to support. But what is their main agenda? Crystal clear. They want to dilute the concept of the social justice. So there is no protection for social justice. It is the big threat to the downtrodden people. This is the main issue of our country now. This is the main issue of our marginalized sections. How we are going to save this social justice. How we are going to save this concept. That is very important. Baba Saheb Ambedkar is an icon of social justice. After that, Sri Kanshiram Ji, follower of Dr. Ambedkar, was an icon of social justice. I would like to emphasize very important point that we have to thank, we have to remember the contribution of Sri Kanshiram ji and Mandal, BP Mandal. After Mandal only, OBC people got this opportunity. So every OBC people, everyone from the OBC community have to thank BP Mandal, Sri BP Mandal. I have given a memorandum to the then Chief Minister of Telangana, Mr. K.C. Rao, to install a statue for BP Mandal in Telangana. I have given a memorandum to him. After that, I have given a letter to the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Sri M.K. Stalin, to install a statue for BP Mandal in Tamil Nadu. I have given a letter. Then only I can say that our Honorable CM installed a statue for our savior of social justice, the then Prime Minister Sri V.P. Singh, here in the campus of Presidency College. So we have to thank our savior of social justice, V.P. Singh. We have to be grateful to Sri V.P. Mandal, and we have to be thanked to Sri Kanshiram ji. These are these icons of OBC and SC/ST across the country. These leaders in every association office, we have to unveiling the portrait of BP Mandal and Sri Kanshiram ji and VP Singh. Otherwise, we are thankless people to our saviors. We have to be grateful to them. This is my kind request, because Kanshiram always spoke about Bahujan. You know Bahujan. Who are they? Bahujans. He never left OBC. He may be belongs to scheduled caste, but he never leave other backward class people. He always talking about Bahujan unity. Who are they? Bahujan means scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBC and minorities. We are the reserved categories. We are the people of reserved categories. We need social justice. So you see the society and the basis of social justice, not based on caste. But these people who are identified as scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBC, minorities are coming under the Bahujan. So the unity of Bahujan is very important in our nation. How we are going to achieve this? How can we attain this target? Unity of Bahujan. There is no unity among the Dalits, there is no unity among OBC, there is no unity among minorities. How we are going to protect our social justice without this unity? So that our party VCK is focusing to identify all the democratic forces from non-ACs. This is 18th year we have given awards to the people who serve to the downtrodden from non-AC. Every year we are giving awards. We have chosen the people, the personalities who are for social justice. in all the fields, literary, art, culture, politics, women's right, like that. Yesterday, last night we have a big event in Chennai. Mr. Prakash Raj awarded by our party VCK for his contribution in this arena. He is talking about social justice. He is fighting for this. OBC, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. This unity must be there. It is very important. In the public sectors, in government sectors, there are many associations, welfare associations, OBC association, scheduled caste associations. OBC association people never talks about Dr. Ambedkar, never talks about Kanshiram. Scheduled caste people never talks about Periyar, never talks about B.P. Mandal. How can we achieve our target? I would like to appreciate your vision. You are always putting Periyar, Ambedkar, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. This is very important. These icons are very essential. Very essential. So we are fighting for social justice because we are fighting against discrimination, because we need equality among the society. So we are for equality. So our preamble of the Constitution, our Constitution have a preamble. In this preamble, the revolutionary leader Baba Sahib Dr. B.R. Ambedkar explained that what we are going to build, what kind of nation we are going to build. Already we have a nation. Then why we have to build a new nation? Already we have a nation that is discriminatory. So we need to demolish that discriminatory nation. We have to build a new nation that is based on equality. The liberty, justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. These four pillars are basis of the democracy. Basic structure of the democracy. Dear brothers and sisters, we forget all the differences among us. We should forget all the differences in the name of caste and religion. We should identify ourselves as democratic forces. My icon is not a caste or religion or language. My icon is democracy. I am a democrat. I can say wherever I go that I am a democrat. I am not a scheduled caste. I am not a Dalit. I am not a Tamilian. I am not a Hindu. I am not a Sikh. I am a democrat. This is the real icon. So each and everyone should identify ourselves that we are democrat. We are democrat. We are for democracy. We are for equality. We are for social justice. Our brother Mahadev Jangar spoke well about his stand, why he is with BJP and other leaders. These are all things in the politics. It will happen. Today he may with BJP, tomorrow he may not be with BJP. He may come out. That is not a problem. But he is very staunch in his stand that he is for social justice. So I feel that he is a Democrat. He is my brother. He is a Democrat. I am a Democrat. We both will fight for social justice. Political decision is entirely different. It is based on the situation and the state and the national politics and state politics and the party level conditions. These are all the things to take a decision about political decision. But he is for OBC, he is for scheduled caste, he is for social justice. Finally, he is for constitutional values. That is very important. So, I would like to emphasize we have to fight for social justice, for equality. We have to protect our constitution. It is very important. We must be rulers in the future. We must be rulers. It will happen. We have to politicize the people. That is very important. This is the kind of politicize. We have to politicize the people. Yesterday I spoke in my event. Every party and every leaders and every personality is always coming to the habitation of Dalits and talking politics about them only. But every leaders and every political parties have to go to the non-SC habitations. They are coming under the fold of Varnasrama Dharma. Scheduled caste and scheduled tribes not coming under this Varnasrama Dharma, Sadurvarna Dharma. So every non-SC or OBC are believing that I am Hindu, so I have to obey the rules and regulations of the Hindu culture. So I have to obey the system of Varnasrama Dharma. So I won't be against this Dharma. So every OBC is believing like that. This mindset should be abolished. Then only you can achieve. This is the problem of our nation. We can talk about anything else. We are for social justice, but we do not lose our Varnasrama Dharma identity. This is the barrier to reach our goal, to attain our target. This is my humble opinion. As a brother of you all, I am frankly speaking, this is the debate must be have to be done across the country. This is a debate. This is a debate. We need to be carried across the country. My dear brothers and sisters, on behalf of ECK, what we are doing in favor of OBC community, my beloved brother, Member of Legislative Assembly S.S. Balaji, explained and clarified. We fought for All India quota in medical education for OBC. When I was first term MP, 2009-2014, I met the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh for this purpose. I have given memorandum. There is no reservation for OBC in the central pool of medical education. So you should, this is for income limit, creamy layer. I met the then minister, the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh for the creamy layer income limit. That time was 4.5 lakhs income limit, annual income. I requested to increase this income limit level up to 12 lakhs, but he increased 6 lakhs. The income limit increased because of VCK. Because of VCK. So we are also for social justice, not only for scheduled caste. We are for social justice. We are for marginalized sections. Definitely, we will be with you. Our brother, Mr. Karunanidhi, always with us. He is informing whatever he is doing. So VCK is with DK, VCK is with DMK, VCK is with all the democratic forces in Tamil Nadu, not only in Tamil Nadu, across the country. We will be fighting together for our new nation building. New nation building. That is very important. Our brother Mahadev Jangar also will win the election. He will come to the parliament. We both will fight for social justice together. Thank you for giving this opportunity. VCK always with you. Once again, I would like to express my sincere thanks for giving this opportunity. Thank you very much.